Sta cosa passiva, di aspettare sempre l'errore dell'avversario, va bene ai regionali, qua no. Ai nazionali non va bene, l'hai visto pure tu. Se tu accorci una palla, qua dentro nel campo chiudono il punto. Quando batti, tu fai sempre 2 passi indietro, ma perché? Non va bene. Impariamo a togliere il tempo all'avversario. Caccia sta racchetto, eh?
My name is Zachary. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Pierfrancesco Favino.
Congratulations on the film. I was there at the premiere last night.
Thank you.
And my first question is, what do you see as the path to freedom in the world of sports and cinema?
Freedom?
Yes.
Oh wow! But if we talk about tennis, you know, you're alone on the pitch. It's kind of a very stressful sport, and I think this is what we wanted to talk about. You know, we even say that in the movie. So you know, when you're there, you're alone, so you can't blame but yourself. And I don't know how free you can feel. Therefore, I think that the story that we tell has a lot to do with the expectations of other people on you, with the fact that everybody seems to want to become a champion, and it's so difficult and it's so rare that you have to embrace the idea of failure. But when you're young and when you have your father that's pushing so much for your success, it's kind of hard unless you meet a very defeated guy in life that can teach you that you can be in life even without, you know, winning forcefully.
For sure. And speaking about your character in the film, Raul is a former self-confident champion, and his relationship with Tiziano's character, Felice. How do you develop that dynamic with someone who's so young and you have such a clear difference in ideology, yet you want to encourage him, to inspire him to adapt to your own kind of worldview of being free and less rigid?
Well, you know, this is a character that has no other option but of that one of maybe pretending to be good at teaching, because you know when we meet him, he's in a hospital. He has a mental condition, and you know he needs money. All of the choices he made in life are wrong. And he tries to reinvent himself in doing the only thing that he's able to do, which is play tennis. I mean, he's a former professional tennis player, but even when he had the chance to win, he escaped. So when he sees that, you know, the father of this kid taught him to play in a very defensive way, he just wants him to enjoy it. He has a feeling that he doesn't enjoy it. So he tries to tell him, go there, attack, and you know, just have fun. Try to have fun. That's basically what he wants to do. Then we'll discover in the story that, you know, he's been trying to have fun as a man in the wrong way. But then I think that Andrea Di Stefano wanted to tell a story of two defeated people that in the end made a victory, not in tennis but in life. And it's a buddy movie, it's a feel-good movie, and that's kind of a very classic story, but with a touch of something different, because there's no fear in going deep into even the suffering of this man and the kid too.
Speaking of Andrea, you already had a previous film 2 years ago, Last Night of Amore, and that film is a crime kind of romance thriller. How did you shift from that kind of world into the world of sports?
We were promoting the movie, the Last Night of Amore movie, and we were talking about what we would have liked to do next. Andrea wrote this script, the script of Il Maestro, in 2006. It's the first script that he wrote. And he says that in that moment he sensed, he felt that I could have gone in the depth of this character, because he felt that I was ready to face it. So he said, I think I have a story for you. And when he gave it to me, I said, okay, so why this? It looked like a big step, but this is what in a way I wanted to do. You know, my feeling is that I want to challenge myself to do something different. I've never done quite the same kind of movie. I'm interested in genre movie, but I don't want to be specifically, doing only action movies or, I don't know, heroic movies or war movies, whatever the genre you might think of. And I like comedy very much. And so I said, okay, you know what, I trust you, let's go. Even the script was starting to take its shape. It wasn't defined very well, and it hasn't been defined until the end of the movie. With Andrea, we work like that. Of course, there's a structure, but then there's a surprise of what happens on set. There's life, and then there's the young character, and whenever you have to play with kids or adolescents, that they will bring on set their life too, in a more unpredictable way. So I really wanted to be in that surfing in that moment, and going on set and say, okay, let's see what happens today. I know what the scene is about, I know what the story is about, but let's see what we'll find out while on set.
Perfect. And as an actor, when you're differentiating different genres of performance, as you mentioned comedy and previously you did dramatic performance, how much of yourself do you give into comedy versus drama, and where does the line begin or close?
I don't think that genre can take you to bring or not bring your life into what you're doing. I always do. I always do. Of course, it's all of the movie. It's the tone of the movie changes, but it's not just you as an actor who brings it to the screen. So there's always a part of me in what I do, even if I do an action movie it's always the script, the director, the partners you're working with that bring that give you the opportunity to unveil maybe, or to discover with them that there are sides of you as a man that might be useful to the experience of the character. And so I can't say that I did it more in this occasion than in the previous one. Those are just different tones of my emotions, and of course my life is nurturing this story, because it couldn't be otherwise. It would be very boring for me to go on set just saying the line without really participating or thinking about what's going inside of me while I am giving that performance.
Recently you worked on Maria and The Count of Monte Cristo. Now you seem to be working on a lot of movies quite consistently. Do you relish on being so busy, or do you like it when you have space between movies?
Last year I had smaller parts in different movies. I love acting. I'm lucky enough to be called and cast with different directors in all over the world. It's something I like. I took a break before starting this movie, so I ended Maria November 2023, and we didn't start this up until September 2025. So I felt I needed to take a break. And I did, and then we started this one. So it depends on my energies and how I feel. Luckily enough, I can afford it now, and but I like being busy, but everything depends on my physical and emotional conditions. So I was very happy to do this movie. I had to dig into something very, very deep. Therefore, I took a break after that, and I'm not forcefully asking myself to be on set every day. But when I get the offer to be in Maria with Pablo Larraín, or to be in The Count of Monte Cristo together with that bunch of great actors and directors, you want to be there also. So I consider myself lucky enough to have the chance to work in Italian cinema and French cinema and international movies, and I hope this is going to continue if it's possible.
Amazing. And lastly, who do you think would win in a match between yourself and Andrea? in tennis?
Definitely him. He plays very well. He was my maestro during the. Yeah. He played in at a good level. So definitely him. And there's unfortunately there's no game between us.
Do you think he could mentor you and you beat him in that?
I don't know. He said that he wanted to do that, but I don't know. I should work less and focus more on tennis. And let's see. Maybe I'll take a break and focus on that, and I'll let you know.
Okay. Thank you for having a great conversation with me.
Thank you.
And I really hope the film does well.
Thank you very much. You're very kind. Thank you.